Hare Krishna, Geeta.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Oh, good. Hare Krishna, Yashmini. Good. How are you?
Good, Prabhu. How are you?
Joining. Good. And thank you for hosting. Very nice. Let's have a look at your altar.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yeah. Good. Nice altar.
Oh, beautiful. Very nice.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. Geeta, would you like to sing Jai Radha Madhav?
Yeah, of course, Prabhu.
Start and then people will still join.
Okay, and how many times shall I sing? Twice?
Twice is good.
Yeah, then I'll finish off with the...
Yeah. Like yesterday. That's good. Yeah.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Madhava Kunja Vihari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari
Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana
Braja Janaranjana
Yamuna Tira Vadachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari
Jaya Girivaradari Jaya
Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana
Nandana Braja Janaranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Munatira Banachari
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare.
Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe
Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe.
Jai Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai
Jai.
Jai Radha Madhav ki Jai.
So, Hare Krishna, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And I'd like to thank Pitambhara and Yashmini for hosting today. And it's a special day for Pitambhara because it's his birthday. And we will be wishing him happy birthday a bit later on. So, Pitambhara, do you want to welcome anybody your side? Oh, you're on mute.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'd like to welcome Dev Rishi.
Hare Krishna, Dev Rishi. Oh, fantastic. Oh, yes, I remember yourself. Very good. Very good.
Saha Prabhuji.
Very good, Mr. Saha.
Jai Shri Krishna. And also Damodarji.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Damodara. Thank you so much for joining. Very good. Thank you. And Yashmini, Yashmini, she's there somewhere, right? Okay.
She's here.
Oh, yes. Anyway, let's, I'd like to introduce everybody to Shaivi. Hare Krishna, Shaivi. So, you're on mute, Shaivi. Ah, good. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, today we'll start with the Bhagavad Gita, which is a really amazing chapter. And we will read the Sanskrit and the English as well. Now, is there anybody who'd like to read the English translation?
Yes, I can do, if you wish.
Yes, Rohit, that's good. And Yashmini, your children will like to read the English at all? If you can hear me? Anyway, let's start. So,
She's saying. Yashwini?
yes, Yashmini?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so what we can do, Rohit will say the first one, and then when you've done the Sanskrit for the second one, your children can do, and we can alternate like that. Okay?
Prabhu, if they want, they can read, Prabhu. It's not, I'm not new.
Okay,
They
yeah,
can
but
read it.
we'll read another time. Yeah, no problem. So your children can read, okay? Yasmini?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, very good. So we'll read the Sanskrit first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
सततयुक्ताये भक्ता स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्य अक्षरम् अव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमः.
Yashmini?
Yes, Prabhu.
English?
The first verse.
Which page is it, Prabhu?
Oh, it's on the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. It's English bit.
Arjun inquired.
Yes. Arjuna inquired which are considered to be more perfect. Those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service.
Sorry. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanufactured.
Unmanifested, yes.
मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमामतः.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect.
अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कुटस्थम् अचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रतः.
But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed, and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, the controlling of various senses, and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me.
शोधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the supreme advancement, is very troublesome. Make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
हेतु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्ता उपासते तेषाम् अहं समुद्धर्त मृत्यु संसारसागरात् भवामि न च तत्पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्.
But those who worship me, giving up all the activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death.
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशयः निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः.
Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt.
So this chapter only consists of 20 verses, one of the smallest in the Bhagavad Gita, but it's one of the deepest. The first 7 verses is a dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, where Arjuna is asking Krishna, which is better to worship, your personal form or your impersonal, unmanifested form? And Krishna gives him an answer immediately that it's always better to worship my personal form, because worshipping my personal form, I will become the swift deliverer of that person from the ocean of birth and death. But those who worship my impersonal, unmanifested form, the light emanating from me, the effulgence emanating from me, for them the path is very difficult. So engage yourself in bhakti of my personal form. And then in the next 5 verses, Krishna describes how one can worship him according to one's level. So he reduces the bar every verse. So we'll see how he does that. First verse is saying, fix your mind on me and engage in all your intelligence in me, then you can live in me always. That's not easy to do. So then Krishna is being very flexible. And let's see how flexible he's being.
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामेच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय.
My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me.
यासपि समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्मा परमो भव मधार्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वं सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि.
If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me, because by working for me you will come to the perfect stage.
तदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्रोगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्.
If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated.
यो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्.
If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind.
So he started with fix your mind and intelligence on me. But then he said, okay, if you can't do that, then practice the principles of Bhakti Yoga. And if you can't do that, and that means chanting, reading, hearing about Krishna. If you can't do that, then work for me. And if that's too hard, then if you're working for somebody else, then give up the fruits of your work. Don't be attached to what you're earning. And if you can't do that, meditate on me. And at least if you can't even meditate, just get some knowledge about me. Try to understand who I am, who you are, and what's our relationship. And now the next 8 verses, Krishna describes the qualities of a devotee, the Bhakta-astakam. He's glorifying his devotees.
अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितं मनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः समे प्रियः.
One who is not envious but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself of preparator and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service, with determination his mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me.
यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः.
He by whom no one is put into difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me.
निरपेक्षः सुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः समे प्रियः.
My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure expert without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some results, is very dear to me.
यो न रष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान्यः समे प्रियः.
One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desire, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such as a devotee, is very dear to me.
समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मान अपमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समः संग विवर्जितः तुल्य निन्दा स्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर् भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me.
कीर्तो धर्मामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेऽतीव मे प्रियः.
Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me.
Jai, Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Thank you so much, Shavi, for reading the Sanskrit. Thank you, Mataji, Puna Mataji, for also
Krishna Prabhuji.
between the daughter and the mother, they are amazing. So Shavi, you know 10 now, huh?
Yeah.
Very, very good. And I'd like to thank Yashmini, your children. What are their names, your children's names?
Krish and Krisha.
Oh, yes, Krishan, Krisha. Thank you so much, both of you. Well done. Very
Oh, Vainit is here as well. Prithvi. Prithvi is here as well.
Prithvi. And Prithvi, is your
As well.
daughter?
Is Renu son?
Oh, okay. So maybe later we can see them all, huh? Very good. Thank you so much. Now, Yashmini, have any of your friends joined us today?
Actually, they are at home. Some of them could not join.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So I was wondering, do you know the history of Damodar Leela? Do we need to go through that? Do you know the pastime of Krishna about Damodar? Does any?
I know Prabhu, but I have some of my friend.
They don't know. Okay, so let me go through it very quickly, and then we can talk about some Krishna Leela that we are going through as well. No problem. That's good. So this month is known as Kartik Mas or Damodar month, and it's going to last until next Monday. So still a few days. It's not a one-day festival, it's a 30-day festival. And it's regarded that this month, any bhakti that is done, it is equal to 1,000 times more than any other time of the year. And it's very special because in this month, in this, actually on the day of Diwali, Yashoda Mai did something extraordinary. She bound up Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's actually impossible to do. Nobody can bind the Supreme Lord except through the love of the devotee. When the devotee loves the Lord so much, and the Lord also reciprocates that feeling, then he allows himself to be bound with the ropes not made of cloth or whatever it's made of, sisal, but actually made of love from their hearts. Now, why did she tie him up? He was mischievous. Previously, she'd heard about his naughty behavior, but she never believed it. The neighbors would always be complaining about this boy doing nefarious things in their homes. But he was such a goody two-shoes at home. Butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. So she never believed anybody. But this time, he actually stole her own butter. And worse, he started feeding it to the monkeys. And that was a matter that needed disciplining. She ran after him with a stick and he was frightened. That person who everybody else is frightened of and does their job, especially the devatas, was running scared from his mother, who was holding a stick in her hands. And then she actually caught him, that person who cannot be caught by yogis who meditate upon him for lifetime after lifetime. She caught him and she bound him as well. Of course, he did a bit of Leela before that. Mother Yashoda spent hours trying to bind him. But every time she tied the rope around him, it was always 2 fingers short. And those 2 fingers actually indicate effort and the Lord's mercy. And then Krishna was seeing her effort and he allowed himself to be tied. And of course, Krishna does amazing things, which he did again. He liberated 2 souls who were living in a tree. They had been cursed. They were devatas in their past life. They'd been cursed to become trees because they were insulting a sadhu called Narad. And Narad also told them, don't worry, I'm cursing you, but actually it's a blessing, because 20,000 years time, Krishna will come and he will liberate you, which is exactly what he did. He freed them from their curse and they became pure devotees of the Lord. So this pastime is very important. It's also, this month belongs to Srimati Radharani. She's the predominating deity. And that's another reason why this month is very dear to Krishna. So this month, many festivals take place. Diwali was last Saturday. Govardhan Puja was last Sunday. Appearance of Radhakund takes place. There is our own Srila Prabhupada. He left for the spiritual world in this month. This Gopastami was on Sunday. We celebrated yesterday. And Tulsi Viva is next Sunday we are going to celebrate. So please do join us at 3 o'clock next Sunday. And Ekadashis, there's Ekadashi falling on Thursday. Very important Ekadashi to follow. Ekadashi means avoiding grains and beans, no chapati, no rice, like that. Very easy fast. So what do we do in this month? What special things we do? We offer a lamp to the Lord every day. We sing Damodarastakam, which we will do in about half an hour, less than half an hour now, 20 minutes time. And we try to chant more, Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Very sweet mantra, which helps us remember Krishna, connects us to God. And we read the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita every day, which is such an important chapter because it's all about Bhakti Yoga. Chapter's name is Bhakti Yoga. And another name for Radha is Bhakti Devi. So we read 12th chapter to please Krishna because we are reciting about Bhakti Devi, Srimati Radharani. And then we also try to recite the Gopi Geet every day, Srimad Bhagavatam. We fast, and especially the last 5 days of this month are important. It's called the Bishpa Panchak. And one can try to fast a little bit more, extend ourselves a little bit, according to our capacity. And we try to do more bhakti and less gossip, less TV, less social media. So we've been talking about Krishna Leela, and that's from the Krishna book by Srila Prabhupada. We are up to page chapter 55. There's 90 chapters in this glorious book. Prabhupada has given us a great gift. And this is the translation of the 10th canto of the Bhagavad Gita, of the Bhagavatam. And it's such an important scripture. So every day we take a little glimpse of every chapter, or these 3 chapters today. And there's a lot more than I will tell you in the chapters. So it's very good to read, but we'll give you a little idea what's in there. So this time we're looking at chapter 55, 56, 57, and it's all about Krishna's sons, Padma especially. And then there's a wonderful story about the Shyamantak jewel, which is really an intriguing story. So let me see if I can guide us through this. So Padma was born to Krishna's first queen. Now, who knows who's Krishna's first queen? Does anybody know the name of the first queen of Krishna in Dwaka?
Rukmani.
Very good, Rukmini, that's right. And we talked about her yesterday because we were looking at the chapters which deal with her marriage to Krishna. So Pradyumna was born to Rukmini and Krishna. He's an incarnation of Cupid. His qualities were very similar to Krishna's. But when he was born, a demon called Sambara came as a woman and kidnapped him. Shocking thing. She actually threw him in the sea, and Pradyumna was swallowed up by a big fish. Now, a fisherman actually caught this fish, and the fish was sold to that demon again, Sambara. And Sambara gave the fish to the cook, his cook, and the cook actually was cutting the fish up, and the baby came out of the fish, whole, alive, right? Pradyumna. And the cook gave the baby to Mayavati, who is actually originally the wife of Cupid, called Rati. Now, this was actually all explained by Narad Muni in this Bhagavatam, and he explains all the details about this. Now, this baby grew into a very handsome young man, Pradyumna, and Mayavati told him, Mayavati was a nurse looking after him, but also was his wife, right? The incarnation of Cupid's wife, Rati. She told him about Sambara, that he had kidnapped Pradyumna when he was a baby, and he was actually the son of Krishna, and he should actually kill Sambara before it's too late. And he did. There was a long fight between Pradyumna and Sambara, and Pradyumna defeated Sambara. And then Pradyumna and Mayavati flew to Dwaka. They went to Dwaka, and Rukmini was overjoyed to see Pradyumna, her lost son. So this is the wonderful pastime of Pradyumna. So this was told by Narad Muni to Vasudeva and Devaki. Very nice pastime. He's explaining about Pradyumna. So now we can talk about the Shyamantak jewel. In the area of Dwaka lived a king called Satrajit. Satrajit had a daughter called Satyabhama. And you will see later on how Satyabhama becomes the second wife of Krishna. And Satyabhama actually is an incarnation of Shrimati Radharani. Rukmini is an incarnation of Chandravali. So Satyabhama was a daughter of the Satrajit. Satrajit also had this Shyamantak jewel. This jewel is very famous. It's a gift that he had received from the sun god. So you can imagine how valuable this gift is. Shyamantak jewel. Whoever wore it, they would be effulgent as the sun. And this jewel was so incredible. It would produce, it says, 8 measures of gold every single day. So it's very, very valuable jewel. And Satrajit used to wear it very proudly. And he used to actually have a lot of pride when he was wearing it. So one day, Satrajit came to Dwaka in order to install that jewel in the temple so that it can be worshipped by the Brahmanas for a short period of time. He was very attached to it, so he wasn't going to give it away. But he was willing to let it be worshipped by the Brahmins. When Krishna saw the jewel, he said to Satrajit that actually, this is you should give this as a gift to him. He was a ruler. But Satyajit ignored him because Satyajit was very attached to the jewel. Satyajit had a brother who was named Prashena. And Prashena actually took that jewel from the temple And he went off into the forest. Prashena was actually attacked by a lion and killed by that lion. That lion also took the jewel and went into a cave. Yep, good. In the cave was Jambavan. Jambavan, devotees may recall, is a really incredible person. He's got a long life. He's been living before the time of Ramachandra, and that's millions of years ago. Jambavan is a bear, and in the pastime of Ramachandra, he helped the monkey army defeat the army of Ravan. And he was very instrumental, actually. He guided Hanuman. He was the guru, actually, of Hanuman in one sense, because he kept informing Hanuman of his great strength. So he always stayed in the background, and he would encourage Hanuman, you can do it, you can do it. And Jambavan himself was really, really powerful. So he's a great example of a great leader. So he would encourage others, but himself, he would stay in the background. He would inspire others to do things. Anyway, Jambavan found the jewel. He defeated the lion. He took the jewel. He gave it to his son who was playing. Now, Krishna was accused by Satyajit of stealing the jewel. And that really was not a very good thing to do. So Krishna decided to find the jewel. He went into the forest. And even he found the dead body of Prashena, the brother of Satyajit. And he followed the footprints of the lion into the cave. He saw the son of Jambavan with the jewel. And the maid who was looking after the son, started crying. And when Jambavan, he heard the cry, he came and he saw Krishna. And they had a fight. For 28 days, they fought. Jambavan's strong, but Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then Jambavan realized this can be none other than Ramachandra, or an incarnation of the Lord, or the Supreme Lord himself. And he was absolutely right. Krishna revealed himself as the Supreme Lord, the avatari, the Krishnastu Swayam Bhagwan, the original personality of Godhead. Jambavan was very pleased, although very tired from the fight. He had a daughter called Jambavati, and he gave Jambavati as a gift to Krishna, together with the jewel as well. So this is the pastime of, this is Jambavan, Jambavati. There's a jewel there. So this is the pastime that took place. Wonderful pastime. So as Krishna had been away for a very long time, they were all worried about him in Dwarka, Rukmini and everybody else. And they were angry at Satyajit for making Krishna go and look for the jewel and accusing him falsely. When he came back with the jewel, everybody was very happy, and he explained to them what happened. Satyajit was very embarrassed, and he was so sorry that he gave the jewel to Krishna. He gifted it to Krishna. And Krishna, of course, put the jewel back in the temple. Krishna doesn't need anything. He's got everything. But he likes to test the devotees. He tests our resolve sometimes. And Satyajit also gave his daughter Satyabhama to Krishna as a gift. And this is no idea whether this looks like the jewel, but that's a picture of a jewel anyway, or a diamond. So then what happened? If devotees recall, Akrur went to Hastinapur. He then came back to Dwarka, and he reported to Krishna about what was happening in Hastinapur, how the Pandavas were sent to the house of Lak, which had burnt down. Everybody assumed that the Pandavas had died. So Krishna and Satyabhama and Balaram, they actually went to Hastinapur to be part of this, the bereavement, part of the consoling everybody there. So at that time, there was a demon in Dwarka called Satadhanya, And Satyadhanya, he wanted to steal the jewel and also marry Satyabhama. But also there were some residents of Hastinapur, especially Akru and Kritavarma, who also wanted that jewel. Akru had spent some time in Hastinapur, and he was also, he spent a lot of time with Kamsa. So some of that demoniac attitude, association rubbed off on him. So he wanted the jewels for himself. Anyway, Satyadhanya, the demon, killed Satyajit when Krishna was away. And Satyajit killed the and what happened was, then Krishna came back to Dwarka. He realized what had happened. He went and defeated Satyadharma. He liberated him. And Satyadharma, actually, before dying, before getting killed, he gave the jewel to Akru and Kritavarma. And he asked them for protection. But of course, Krishna and Balaram destroyed Satyadharma. And then when he was back in Dwarka, he was waiting. He was waiting for Akru to come, but he never came. Akru never came with the jewel. So then Krishna had to remind him. He knew that Akru had the jewel because he was spending a lot of money, because this jewel used to produce 8 measures of gold every day. So then Akru realized that actually he was at fault here, and he gave the jewel back to Krishna. This is the nature of the devotees. They sometimes make mistakes, and they also rectify themselves. So he realized he'd made a terrible mistake. He gave the jewel back to Krishna. But Krishna is always very kind. He never needs anything. He's known as Atma Rama. He's self-satisfied. So he in turn gave back the jewel to Akru, and he told him to keep it safe. And at the same time, oh yes, Balaram, in this last chapter, Balaram went to Mithila, where he stayed for actually several years. And at that time, Duryodhan used to come to him to learn about the Gada Yuddha. So this is all that happened in these chapters. So tomorrow we will look at chapters 58, 59, and 60. It's all about Krishna marrying the 5 queens and then defeating some demons. And then there was an extraordinary discussion between Krishna and Rukmini. So thank you very much. Are there any questions? Anybody like to ask anything about the Leela or anything actually? Damodar maybe? Damodar.
Hare Krishna. I have this question about this diamond.
Yes.
And most of people just they have another assumption, not devotees but outside people. I heard, because Ganesh, no, they celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, and they say that Krishna saw. There is one pastime actually, and that moon will laugh by seeing Ganesh. You know that, right?
Right.
And so Parvati Devi curses moon.
Mm.
And that day moon, nobody will see moon on that day. Normally, Hindus, outside people. So that time they say that Krishna saw that moon and he got blasphemed. And they relate that story to this story. Then I just got confused. Then after coming to Krishna consciousness, I understood that, this story.
Yeah, this is completely different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Rohit. Maybe others will also have similar confusion.
You can tell Prabhu, clarify, so that Krishna is the supreme and not he'll get blasphemed by anyone.
That's right. Krishna, he's like we were saying, he's a self-satisfied, he's the source of everything, the spiritual and the material world. He says it himself in the Bhagavad Gita. Aham Sarva. So Krishna is in need of nothing, but he is the one who provides for everyone. He's the one who gives us everything we have. And that's why in this month of Damodar, it's so important that we give back, give something to Krishna. We try to serve him a little bit more, because he serves us all the time. But it should be the other way around. We should be serving him. So, in Kanchan? come on.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Talking about Jambavan, do you know where that gufa is, where the cave is?
No, it's somewhere
it's-
in Dwarka, right?
It's in near Porbandar. I've been there about 4 years ago.
Nice.
It's really nice. You have to climb down the stairs,
Right.
and it's quite big. And at the end, obviously, with modern pictures of Krishna and Jambavan holding the jewel, and his daughter is being given to Krishna. It's really nice. The place is called Ranavav, and it's near Porbandar. It's about half an hour journey. And when I went, I was quite amazed that I was so lucky to do the darshan. I've got some pictures. I'll send it to you later. Hare Krishna.
Good. No, thank you. That'll be great, because we can include those pictures in the presentation.
Yeah,
Really
I
good.
can do it now on your mobile. Okay.
Thank you so much. That's
Yeah,
really
I'll send it now.
wonderful share. Thank you for that. Didn't know that. That's really, really nice.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else? Okay, so then let's this is all that's all tomorrow stuff. Oh yeah. So this month is very, very nice to offer a lamp. Yeah. Don't worry.
Sorry, can I just add something else? I'll just send the picture before we go on. There, the deity of Krishna and Radha are there, and Radharani is just like Shyam. I'll send the picture so you'll know. Is Krishna and Radha both Shyam color?
Why is that? Do you know?
Yeah, Jambavanti.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes.
I'll send the picture. Sorry, I had to interrupt like that.
No,
Okay.
that's good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Very nice. So why do we offer a lamp to Krishna? It's very, very auspicious, because this month is very dear to Krishna. It's said that thousands of births, thousands of births, or millions of births can be destroyed within a half a eye blink if we offer a lamp to Damodar. So why not? It takes half a minute to offer a lamp. And even if there's no mantra, no pious deeds, no purity, everything becomes perfect when we offer a lamp to Damodar. And it's said that it's like performing all yagyas, bathing in all the holy rivers. It's like also giving Krishna a great gift to be offering this lamp. And whoever does this becomes glorious and fortunate. There's no sin in this world that cannot be purified by offering a lamp to Lord Keshav during Kartik. So this is a bhajan that we sing. It's called the Damodarastakam, and it's a very sweet bhajan. I wanted to ask, Dev Prabhu, would you like to sing? Are you a singer? Okay. Oh yes, Damodar, would you like to sing?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Would you like to sing?
Yes, I can sing, no problem.
Very good. Just for once all the way through, huh?
Okay.
And yeah, go on, say. Go on, you say. Everybody can offer a lamp. I'll spotlight Damodar if I can. Let me just find him. Why can't I do it? Okay. Add spotlight. So I've spotlighted Damodar there. If you don't have a lamp available or a ghee lamp, then even within your mind you can offer. In age of Kali Yuga, Mansi Seva is allowed. And if for whatever reason we don't have access to something physically, we can mentally do it. So this is very easy thing to get a lamp anyway. But if you don't have one now, you can offer a lamp. Oh yes, and it's 7 times around Damodar, that's Krishna. And then 7 times around Yashoda, and then you can offer it to the sky as well.
1 minute, please.
Damodar, are you ready? So
I'm
Damodara
ready, yes.
is going to sing
Okay, ready.
Damodarastakam. Hey, that's really.
I'm ready, okay. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Vasatpulam Gokule Bhajamanam Namamishwaram
Do it once.
Sachidanandarupam Vasatpulam Gokule Bhajamanam Yashoda Damodara Paramushta Atyanto Todasya Gopya Namamishwaram Sachi Danandarupam Rasatkundam Gokule Bhajamanam.
Damodara, just sing it once all the way through, huh?
Okay. Rudanta Mohonatram Yugam Jantam Karamboja Yugveno Satasta Netram Muswasekam Pasirekha Kantam Sitadeva Damodara Bhakti Bandham Sadika Srilaila Biranande Kunde Sagosamani Majanam Akhyam Koyanam Tadiyasite Gnesu Bhakta Jitatvam Una Prematastana Sattaruti Bandhu Varam Deva Moksana Moksavam Divam Nachanya Gune Hama Varisadatiya Idam Temru Prunatham Gopalapalam Sadame Manasya Virasam Kimanye Idam te mukham bojam atyanta nile utkuntale sigma vakre chagopya muchumbitam bimma raktandaram me manasya virasmanam naksalade namamishwaram sachi danandarupam nastundamago kulebhajanam Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu Siddha Prabhu Dukhi Jana Kripadashti Vistayam Vinambatanu Ruhani Sema Magya Medasidasyam Kuviratma Je Baddha Mutyavayadha Vayamochito Bhakti Bhajo Kuteta Tatha prema bhakti swakame payacha Mumukse gruho mesti damodare Namaste tu damane Suradipti damnam Tadiyadarya nata vishwase damnam Namo radhikaye tvadiya priyaye Namo radhikaye tvadiya priyaye Namo Antarilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namamishwaram Sachi Danandarupam Tasakunalam Gokule Bhajamanam Namamishwaram Sachi Danandarupam Tasakunalam Gokule Bhajamanam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo Rama Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo Rama Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Jai Radhe Jayo Radhe, Jayo Radhe, Jayo Shri Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Shri Damodarastakam ki jai. Radha Damodara ki jai.
Jai.
So thank you so much. Damodar.
Hari
Very
Bol, Hari Krishna.
beautifully sung. Beautifully sung. So I wanted to we haven't got time for reading this Damodarastakam translation, but it's something that I hope devotees try to read. You can Google it, or we can supply it if you like. You can just let us know. Very beautiful translation, and it describes this pastime very nicely as well. This is a conversation between Satyavrat Muni and Narad Muni in Sanskrit. Such a beautiful translation, and it's given in our holy book, scriptures. So I wanted to ask Pitambhara. We wanted to wish him happy birthday, but we also wanted him to sing today.
Birthday today. Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's right. He's listening that praise. And he sings so beautifully. But firstly, we wanted to wish him happy birthday. So Hare Krishna to you. Hare
Krishna to you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Pitambhara, Krishna to you.
Hari 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 Bo.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
So you'd like to say anything before you sing? You're muted. Oh yeah, good. No, you're fine. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'd like to thank everyone for being here, making my birthday even more special today. I saw my parents this morning, so that was a real great blessing. And now I'm seeing you as well, and you're also my spiritual parents, spiritual god brothers and sisters. And in memory of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, I thank you for, wishing me the best on my birthday. Jai Shri Radha Krishna Chandra Bhagwan, Jai Shri Nursing.
Very nice message. Thank you. So you'd like to sing?
Shri Narasimha.
Yes.
Yeah. And we just have a quick version of oops. Let me just bring up that again. Just 1 second, please. I like your altar. I like the candles. Yashmini, very nice. And you have that's Damodar. Yeah. Thank you so much. So let's go. This is a prayer for protection, everybody's protection, especially in these crazy times. We would like the Lord to protect our spiritual life, our mental condition, and our bodies as well, so that we can continue to serve the Lord.
And also Shivaram Swami Maharaj. I don't know how he's feeling now.
Better. He's much, much better.
Is he better? Oh, that's great.
Much better. He can probably jog around
New Brajdam.
Yeah, he's much better.
Yeah, he's walking around and everything.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jai Shri Narasimha Bhagwan, Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai ho. Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jaya Jai Narasimha. Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jaya Jai Narasimha. Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Brinda, Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jaya Jai Narasimha. Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Brinda, Jai Shri Narasimha Bhagwan. Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai Ho. Twice. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadadayine Hiranyakashito Vakshaya Silatantanekale O Narsimho Parato Narsimho Yatu Yatu Yamitato Narsimho Ade Narsimho Ade Narsimho Narshema Madin Sharanam Prapade Avakara Kamalavare Naka Adhuta Shringa Kalita Hiranyakashipo Anupringa Petadaleta Narahari Rupa Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Vyasadeva Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jai Ho Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada Jai Ho Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Jai Shri Narasimha Bhagwan, Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Ho, Jai Shri Radha Krishna Chandra Bhagwan, Jai Shri all assembled devotees on Zoom too. Jai Shri Radha Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Yasmini, for hosting, and also Pitambhara, and thank you for all the devotees for joining. And of course, no program is complete without. Oh, join us for. We do all different types of satsangs, children's. Yasmini, your children should join the youth presentation. Every other Sunday we do. They will like it. And same Zoom link, yeah. And we do adults classes, we do yoga classes, who is done by Kamakshi Devi every Sunday. And next Thursday and Friday, Thursday we will do bhajans, and Friday we will do Bhagavad Gita in the evenings from 7:30 onwards.
Not this week.
Next
after,
Thursday.
After Kartik.
After Kartik. And no program is complete without a feast. Of course, nowadays they're all virtual feasts. And please do honor this mentally. If we are doing mental seva to Krishna, then maybe we should try to do mental seva to the stomach as well. Huh? So thank you so much, everybody. Join us tomorrow. We're same Zoom link. We're at Aruna Ben, who is the daughter. Ah, yes.
Sister of
Sister of Kamakshi. Yes. Yes, please join in. She's asking everybody to join. So let's have a look at Hare Krishna. Ah, great. Yasmini, thank you so much. Thank you, young man. Krish. Oh, wow. So many. Very good. Hang on a sec. And who else is there?
With the friends.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. How are you?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Fantastic. Really, really good. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Take
Krishna.
care. Hare Krishna. Very, very nice.
Hare Krishna,
Brilliant.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hope you
Hare
enjoyed the
Krishna.
program. And thank you very much for.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your friends as well. Very, very nice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Take care. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Who is that?
Yeah.